I'm like, okay, Mr. Postman, bring that ass here, boy. Like,
I be staying to myself cause bitches jealous of my wealth. Instead of checking up on me, they need a check up on their health. Let me make this shit real clear. All you bitches in my real, my only competition.
hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Long time no see, but we back in business, baby. So yeah. My name is Serene Courtney. If you don't know, now you know. I am back with a little shade for y'all today. I have a very juicy story time that I have been waiting to tell for the past 4 months or something like that. But the time has come. The time has come. Before we get into the story time, I'm gonna need y'all to go ahead and tap that subscribe button, clap that like button, and throw it back in them comments, okay?
Why are you making it complicated? It's easy.
Okay, like, don't play with it. But without further ado, let's hop straight into this story time. Okay, so to be completely honest with y'all, the time that this story happened, I had just become single, right? I had been single for like a month and a half or something like that. And so I'm completely focused on me. Like, I ain't worried about nobody at this time. I'm like, fuck all these dudes. I don't care, right? So I was at work, and it's gonna be 2 females in this story that I'm going to go ahead and give them names just so to keep confusion down. I work in a shopping center. I'm not gonna say where or what store or whatever, but I am a team leader, which is like I'm basically a manager at a store. And this day I just so happen to have been working with a sales associate and another manager. So it was 3 of us at work this day, or at this time this day. So we're gonna name these 2 people. The sales associate, we'll just name her Maya, and the other manager, we could just go name her Kim and Maya. Okay, so it was just us 3 up there. Me, I don't remember personally what I was doing, but I know for a fact that I was doing something. So I'm facing like straight, and on the side there's like a big window, because like I said, it's a shopping center, so of course there's gonna be like big windows and whatnot. So there's a big window right there where I'm at, and there's actually 2 perspectives of this part of the story that I can explain to you guys, but I'm gonna explain my side from like what I experienced, and then I'm gonna tell y'all what Maya and Kim told me about this particular part in the story. Okay, it'll make sense in just a second. So I'm standing there doing whatever I'm doing, you know, working on whatever I'm doing. I'm thinking, sorry, I got a text. So I'm literally like laser focused on what I'm doing. I'm not paying attention to nothing else around me. Like, I'm working. It was a UPS truck parked in front of the window, and I happened to look, and then when I looked at the man that was in the UPS truck, he looked dead in my face and walked to the back of the UPS truck.
Okay.
And when I tell y'all, it was the weirdest yet the most intense 3 seconds. It was crazy. But like, I don't know, like I felt something. I felt a little spark. Maya and Kim, they were over there with me. So I looked at them and I'm like, bro, did y'all just see that? Like, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? So now that I've told y'all my perspective from what I experienced, I'm gonna tell y'all what they told me. So what they told me is that when I was working and doing whatever I was doing, the UPS man pulled up, and this is what she said he did. Like, she said that while I was working, he went to bend down to pick up a box, and when he bent down to pick up the box, he saw me, and she said he stopped dead in his tracks. She said he stopped dead in his tracks, and she was like, his jaw dropped, like he just was like mesmerized, basically. She said he did that, and then that's when he walked to the back of the truck. And when she's telling me all this, I'm just like, wait, oh yes, wait a minute, Mr. Postman.
Oh yes, wait a minute, Mr. Postman.
I'm like, okay, Mr. Postman, bring that ass here, boy. Like, she's telling me all of that while he's at the back of the truck. So we're all standing there talking, and I'm waiting on him to come back out because I didn't really get a good glimpse at his face because it literally happened so quick. Who is this man? Like, he comes back out. He looks at me again, y'all. He looks at me again. Like, this man was really looking in my soul. I really felt it this time. And so when we locked eyes for the second time, when he came back up to the front of the truck, he was like doing what he had to do, but still looking at me. I just did like this. I was like, literally, I gave him the flirty fingers. I said, real cute, you know, I'm like, hey, Poppy. If I could explain to y'all what I felt in that moment, I thought that was my soulmate just by the way it happened. I thought he was gonna be my soul. I thought that was the man God sent for me. Because you know what they say? They come when you least expect it. He got out of the truck to go deliver whatever he had to deliver to the store next to us. And then when he came back in the truck, mind you, still making eye contact. That was crazy. We still locking eyes. As he gets in the truck and he's getting ready to pull off, he's looking at me. He's literally like this. When he pulls off, y'all, I'm like, in my head, I'm just like, bro, I do not want this to be over with. Like, where the f are you going? Like, it just can't end like this. It cannot end like this. My coworkers, the manager in particular, Kim, she's more of the like, if you want him, go get him type of female. And I'm not like that. Like, if I want you, I will do subtle things to show that I'm interested. I'm very old school and very traditional, and I truly believe that men should pursue a woman and that men are natural born hunters. That is a fact. So for me, I felt like my little was enough. Like, to say, like, if you want to come talk to me, come talk to me. That was my friendly welcome. Even though on the inside, I was wanting to go like, I'm lying. So when he drove off, Kim ran to the door to peep and see like where he went at, to see if he was like stopping at another store. So he ended up stopping at another store that was like maybe 3 stores down. And so she's like, oh my gosh, he's down there at such and such store. You need to go down there and do da 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 da. Basically amping me up to go approach this dude. But I had to tell her, like, I'm not gonna do too much. I mean, I will go down there, but I'm not about to like do too much. I snatched my purse and I snatched my phone and I'm heading to go get my man. I'm heading to go get my husband. I'm claiming my territory. I am claiming that ass. Okay, because you are mine. You're not gonna look at me like that. You're not gonna look at me like that and like, no. Because that's the cutest story ever to tell our kids. So what are you talking about? So when I walked out of my store and I was heading down towards the direction where the truck was at, he was coming out of the store that he was at. So I'm coming out of my store and he's literally coming out of his store. Like, the timing of everything throughout this story is insane. As I'm coming out of my store and I'm walking down the strip, he's looking at me as he's walking to the truck. I'm talking to myself in my head and I'm just like, girl, when you get down there, just wait, like wave and keep it pushing. Like, that's what I told myself, because I'm not going to do too much. Like, that's not me to like actually approach a dude first. He's already in the truck by the time I get to the truck. So as I'm walking past the truck, I turn, I look, and I go. So when I said, hey, he was like, what's up? Or whatever, right? I kept walking. So as I'm walking, he tapped the horn of the UPS truck, because I guess he wanted me to like stay and talk longer. I didn't want to make it too easy for him, and I didn't want to, like, I wanted him to put up a little more of a chase. So I didn't walk back to the truck, because you need to do a little more. Like, I act like I didn't even hear him honk that horn. Now when he drove off and the coast was clear, I walked back to my store, and of course Maya and Kim are all up in my face trying to figure out what's going on and blah blah blah. So I'm telling them what happened, and Kim, like I said, she's very fairy tale minded, and she's very like a go-getter, like go get your man type of woman. So when I told her what happened, she's like, girl, why didn't you do this, and why didn't you talk to him, and da da da. And I'm like, because I want him, he need to put up a little more of a chase. You feel me? That was that, right? When I got back to the store, I ended up having to go run to the bank because our registers were getting short on change. I ended up having to go all the way in town to get change. And so I had been gone for like an hour, maybe hour and 15 minutes. The whole time I'm going, like, I'm literally thinking about this dude. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, what if he come back and I'm not there? Like, what if? It's all these what ifs in my head. I'm like, what if he come back and I'm not there? And then that's just it. Okay? And mind y'all, we never seen this man before. He was like, this was like our first time ever seeing him. And we see the UPS man. We see UPS every day. UPS is in that area every day. I kid you not, because there's other stores in that shopping center, so they have deliveries in that area every day. I've never seen that man. I leave from the bank, I get back to work. By this time, Maya had done got off of work, so it's just me and Kim working at the store, and I only had like another hour, 2 hours left to work. So when I get back to work, I kid, like when I tell y'all the timing of everything in this story, Mr. Postman, that's literally his name, Mr. Postman rides by again. And like the truck came out of nowhere. I didn't even see the truck like coming. It came out of nowhere. I had no time to prepare. So the truck comes and he rides by. And he looks at me again, dead in my eyes. We make eye contact. We lock eyes as he drives by. Again, just like this. The excitement that I felt. Because I'm thinking maybe I missed my cue or whatever. So for him to have come back, I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm thinking like he's not going to come back again. I'm like, he came by twice. That's it. Like maybe he'll try again tomorrow or something like that. But the thing about it is, I didn't work the next day. So I'm like, maybe he'll come back tomorrow and I won't be here or whatever. And I didn't want to wait that long. Like, I'm like, I ain't trying to wait that long, man. Come on, my nigga. Like, you was fine as so my soul Illuminati boy, fine as shit. By this point, it had done been like another hour. The closing sales associate had done come in by this point. So now it's 3 of us again. Okay, I was getting ready to get off in the next 30 minutes to an hour or whatever. So at this point, it's now 3 of us. So we're going to call this new person. We're going to name her Priya. So we got Kim and Priya. I get ready to order me some food because I'm like, I'm finna just go home and just hope and pray to God that he bring that fine ass back up over here when I come back on what motherfucking 2 days from now. You better be here 2 days from now. I'm not playing with you. This is where it gets juicy. I ordered my food and it had done been, I had to wait like maybe 15 minutes or so. The time, if I say this one more time, like the timing of everything in this story is so crazy. That's why I thought this was my soulmate. This was not I'm like, this is not no coincidence. The timing, I'm like, God knows what he's doing. You're my man, period. So I kid you not, I clocked out and I'm getting ready to leave. Please tell me, why do I see the UPS truck from a distance? I see the damn UPS truck coming slowly around the corner. I'm like, hey, y'all, the UPS side is coming. The UPS side is coming. Like, I'm like shouting it out to the world. Like, the UPS man is coming. Like, hey, my man coming. Watch out. Like, get out the way. So I'm like real excited. I'm like, breathe, Serene. Breathe. Okay, breathe. So the truck approaches, and as it's getting closer, it's getting slower and slower until the damn truck stops. Oh! Somebody! Oh! The UPS truck stopped in front of my store, in front of the door of my store, and I'm like, we're all in the store freaking out. We're all freaking out because we're like, oh my God, he stopped in front of the store. Oh my gosh, he stopped in front of the store. What's gonna happen? We're all like, ah! Okay. So then Kim and Priya, because Priya at this point, we done caught her up on game. We done told her everything. So she already knowing. Priya and Kim, you know, like when like you at a bar or something and like a dude you could tell like a dude kind of eyeing you or whatever, so your friends kind of leave you by yourself so he could like approach you or whatever. When they see him pull up in front of the stove, Priya and Kim got that ass on. Priya and Kim had to go. They left because they already knew what time it was. I knew what time it was. I ain't finna get my man. So y'all got to go. Bye. So you drove around this shopping center not once, not twice, but on the third time, now you getting out the truck. Oh, you coming over here. You finna say something. You better. So he's getting ready to come in the store. I'm literally like, oh, whew, my heart beating. He comes in and he comes straight to me. Like, he introduces himself and whatnot, whatever. And he's just like, what's your name? What are you about to get ready to do? Because I had my purse and everything. I literally had just clocked out. So I told him, I was like, I actually just clocked out. I'm gonna go, you know, finish the rest of my day or whatever like that. And so he was like, well, I'm hoping you wouldn't mind if I treat you to lunch on my lunch break or whatever. And I'm just kind of stuck, like, in my head. I'm like, because I wasn't expecting him to ask me to lunch that day. The most I'm thinking he finna do is like ask me for lunch maybe tomorrow or on the weekend or my phone number but lunch that day? Baby, that's on the spot. Baby, that's, I don't know. But I said yes. I thought about it. I was like, okay, I guess, yeah. So he was like, okay, great, cool, I'll see you there. So he left, he got in the UPS truck, and he literally drove the UPS truck to the restaurant, and I met him at the restaurant. And I just thought that was the cutest thing ever. Like, you wanted to spend your lunch break with me. I thought that was so cute. Like, yeah, stop it. I get at the restaurant, he's already there, he already has a table, and he's sitting there, and I walk in, and I go to the table, and boom, we chit-chatting it up. I remember asking him what, like, you know, what was all that about that you did, whatever. He was like, the first time when he saw me, he was speechless. He said I took his breath away. And then he rolled by a second time. And then he said the third time, he said the second time he rolled by, he went back to work. And then he sat in his truck, in the UPS truck, and thought about it. And was like, man, then I'm about to go get her. So then he came back. That's why he came back the third time. Because the third time he was like, I gotta get her. So that's what that was about or whatever. Because I just needed to know. That's what he told me. And it really was cute the way that it happened. Now, mind y'all, the amount of red flags that I was getting on this freaking date, major, bro. Major, bro. I'm like, bruh. So as we're talking, you know I got to ask you. At this point, I gotta ask every dude, because these dudes out here be on some other job. I'm like, do you have kids? Like, I want to know, do you have kids? Do you have kids? Are you married? Come to find out, y'all, this man was 27.
The fuck?
I'm not lying. I'm not lying. I wish I was. Are you married? He wasn't married. Allegedly, right? He had a child.
What the? Oh shit.
Check, please. So I'm like, but you know, I'm like, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe he's a good dude. I didn't write him off after that.
You got to be a stupid motherfucker.
So yeah, at the end of the day, he asked me for my number, but instead of me giving him my number, I took his number. I let him put his number in my phone. I did not text him, but I hit him up the next day. So the next day when I hit him up, we were talking or whatever. Everything was cool. That night, however, when he was getting off of work, he told me something about how he was going to go to the bar and get drunk or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then he ended up asking me to come to his house. His dad's house, I'm sorry. And chill with him. I'm like, I don't like you no more. I don't like you no more. I did not look at him the same. I did not. So that was that. We're going to fast forward that next morning. The next day, I was off the next day. I had to go to my job to pick up something. And when I pulled up, I literally saw the UPS truck 5 stores from where I was parked at. So I get out of the truck and I walk inside. I see him literally, I keep saying this, but like literally the timing of everything. He's coming out of whatever store he was just in. And I look at him and I turn my head and keep walking, right? This man texted me. He was like, oh, was that you that just went into your store? And I was like, yeah, that was me. And I was like, how did you know? I just wanted to see what he was going to say. You know, I'm thinking he's going to say something cute, something flattering. No, he was like, that ass. Or something like that. He said, and when I say I was so turned off by that, I was like, who do you think I am? And most importantly, who the fuck do you think you are?
Period. Period. Period.
When he said that, I literally had to check him about that because I really was not feeling that. Don't even do that. Because I felt like he was trying to test me. He was trying to like, what's the word? Check my temperature. Shout out to my man, Derek Jackson. I felt like he was trying to check my temperature and see how far he could go with me with saying certain stuff. So I had to go ahead and nip it in the bud right in there. I had to go ahead and check that ass and tell him like, don't talk to me like that. I'm not that. Don't talk to me like that. I am a woman. Talk to me like a woman. And my coworkers were telling me that he had came in because he actually ended up having to actually deliver a package to our store. And when he came in the store, he literally was like checking for me, basically, like trying to see if I was there. From that day where I had to check him about making a sexual reference, I literally have not heard from that man again. The next couple of times when I would work and he would come by, he would never even like look at me. Like when he would drive by, he would never even look at me, nothing. Like he would just drive by and just act like nothing. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I think he changed his route because maybe like a week after, I just stopped seeing him. Maybe he was just embarrassed or he just didn't want to be around me or have to interact with me. Mr. Postman wanted nothing to do with me and I want nothing to do with him. And that's just how it is. You only had one intention anyway, which is typical. You know what I'm saying? Most dudes do. It just goes to show. I really thought he was something, but he really wasn't shit. That was a quick, maybe not quick, but that was a juicy little story time that I have for y'all. I have been waiting months to tell that story. And he actually knows I have a YouTube channel because when we were on our date and like we were talking about like things we love to do, I brought up my YouTube channel because I literally love my channel, you know? So he may or may not see this video if he's still subscribed to my channel or not. I don't really give a damn because this is literally entertainment purposes only. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Maybe you guys have had a similar situation. I don't know, because you know with these dudes out here, ain't no telling. If you got to put them in their place because they being disrespectful, do that. Yeah, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. But yeah, y'all, thank you guys so much for watching today's story time video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and I hope it was very entertaining for you guys. Before you guys go ahead and tap that subscribe button, clap that like button, and throw it back in the comments, okay? Period. I will catch y'all in the next video. Ciao.
Your baby daddy wanna spit some cash on me. Spit some cash on me. Spit some cash on me. Make your baby daddy wanna spit some cash on me.